We start with a conversation that took place today in Hennepin County about the justice system, specifically the juvenile justice system with young people. What is the right answer when it comes to holding those who commit crimes accountable? It's been a hotly debated topic since Mary Moriarty took over as Hennepin County attorney this year. How to treat juveniles that are charged with murder. The first case where Moriarty's philosophies have been put to the test now have her at odds with Attorney General Keith Ellison, who both endorsed and campaigned for Mary Moriarty. Lou has been covering this case all since day one and knows a bit about the disagreement between AG Ellison and County Attorney Moriarty. He joins us now. Hi, Lou.
Hi, Jana. This concerns the murder of Zaria McKeever, a 23-year-old mother of a baby girl. Today, Attorney General Keith Ellison publicly disagreed with the way Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty is handling that case.
Make no mistake about it, it was an execution. Stood over her body and put 5 bullets in her.
The family of murder victim Zaria McKeever at a community meeting at Shiloh Temple in North Minneapolis sat alongside community leaders, including Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison, in bringing attention to what they say is an injustice.
This was not a drive-by. This was not someone in a car speeding by, inadvertently shooting, and then a victim was hit without one's knowledge. This was a cold, calculated murder.
McKeever was shot to death in her apartment last November, allegedly by a 15-year-old who, along with his 17-year-old brother, kicked in her apartment door. They were charged with murder, along with McKeever's ex-boyfriend, Eric Haynes, who's accused of giving the boys the gun and driving them there. Initially, prosecutors planned to certify the juveniles as adults, but after Mary Moriarty became Hennepin County attorney, her office reversed course, offering the boys a plea bargain to serve 2 years in the Red Wing Juvenile Prison and testify against Haynes.
We want justice.
McKeever's family protested that decision, but juvenile prosecution reform was among Moriarty's campaign promises, which she believes increases public safety in the long term by rehabilitating youth offenders instead of sending them into the adult prison system.
So we are following the science, and as I said in the campaign, we need to treat kids like kids. Kids simply aren't small adults. Their brains aren't as developed. They're subject to peer pressure, risky behavior, manipulation by adults is what happened here. And they can be rehabilitated.
We're not saying that the teenagers can't be reformed.
But McKeever's family has repeatedly said 2 years is not enough for what happened in this case. And they've asked Ellison to take it from Moriarty.
I agree with the family and the community that the disposition the county attorney has proposed for this juvenile who was the shooter in this heinous crime is inappropriate.
But Ellison said he does not have an announcement to make concerning whether he's stepping in. And the 15-year-old's plea will be before a judge on Friday.
You were our last hope. You gave us hope when we met with you.
Ellison said Moriarty's plea deal is far outside community expectations, doesn't factor in victim and community impact, and does not adequately address the issue of rehabilitation.
I could not possibly be taking this more seriously. It is the thing I devoted more time than anything else on in the last 3 weeks. And I got a trial going on in downtown right now.
If you're wondering why you didn't see Moriarty at that meeting, I touched base with her office this afternoon, and they were not informed about it. They stand by their decision, though, they told me in a statement. If a county attorney doesn't voluntarily ask the attorney general to take the case, the governor has the power to reassign it, but that's only happened once in the 1990s in Crow Wing County. The Derek Chauvin case and the Kim Potter case were both voluntarily given to the attorney general. So it could create quite a precedent here if that does happen. Jana.
Lou, any indication from Governor Walz's office that that could happen? Has he been asked? Do you know anything from
There
your
have
sources?
been discussions, but they are not saying, and as Ellison indicated today, they're not going to give us an answer now.
Okay. And is there a timeline or?
Well, Friday, that 15-year-old is scheduled to be in court and make that plea. After that, all that's left in this case is the adult, the boyfriend of Zaria McKeever, who needs to be prosecuted as well.